the best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been high like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is, run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is by one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So Tempur-Pedic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneaker squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what. Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine a spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than the vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review. Yeah.
Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Guys, y'all see the thumbnail? This is what we're going to talk about. We back at it again, guys. We are back at it again on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. Let me start off with saying this. Got a lot of news, especially in the football world, especially with what we just seen happen in the college level. As far as the Browns and the decision they made as of today with Deshaun Watson, I'm not shocked. Let me say this. I'm not shocked by the decision. And the reason why I'm not shocked is this man's got a guaranteed contract. This man's getting paid a lot of money. And one thing you don't want to do, or at least the organization doesn't want to do, is have a guy who is getting paid starter money as the backup quarterback to a guy who they drafted in the 5th round, who's probably making maybe a couple million. Yeah, they can't justify that. It's hard to justify that. How can you justify that? You really can't. So with the decision I'm making, I'm not surprised. I know some people are, well, Shador was 8 for 8. Yeah, okay, cool. But he was going against second and third string guys, right? This is true. Okay. Did he look good at it? Yes, he did. But the thing about it is, could you imagine paying a quarterback about $50 million, right? My bad. Close my. Paying a quarterback $50-something million a season. If you cut this man, he's guaranteed to get that last year or two of his contract. Paying a man $50 million a year and him coming off the bench? Yeah. That's not going to happen. You can't justify that. I don't care what the fans feel about Deshaun Watson. You could boo him all you want. But your team, your organization made a mistake of giving this man a guaranteed contract. So now, two things going to happen. You can cut him, pay him. You can play him and pay him. You rather pay him and pay him. Look here, y'all not winning no goddamn Super Bowl. Y'all not going to the goddamn playoffs. Let's be honest. Y'all not doing neither one of them. So they at least minimum are going to give this man at least 5 games of opportunity to play. That's my belief. 5 games. That's what they're going to give them, man. 5 NFL starting games. Unless there's an injury happens, it's going to be 5. Now, if there's not an injury, they more than likely will put Shador in. I'm not surprised by nothing this organization done. They the one who drafted 2 quarterbacks within the same draft. Around or 2 apart. This is what they did. my opinion, they overpaid Myles Garrett, right? They guaranteed money to Deshaun Watson. They made a lot of bad decisions. They let Baker Mayfield go. I thought that was a bad decision. So there was a lot of bad decisions made by this organization. So for them to keep on making these bad decisions, I'm not surprised by. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not taken back. It's expected. They're an organization who's probably would really say they've been snake bitten ever since the Ernest Bonner fumble in the NFC Championship. In the AFC Championship game, going to the Super Bowl when they lost to Denver and allowed them to come back on them. It's the same Cleveland organization. Yes, they did make a decision to sell the team. But if you notice that the organization up in Baltimore, even though they're old Cleveland, different owners, ran by a different team and different program. But this same old Cleveland has been through 20 plus quarterbacks since they got themselves reestablished back in 1999. Over 25 years, they've been through at least 20-something quarterbacks, the most in the NFL. So I'm not surprised by nothing this organization does. Nothing. I'm not surprised about the decisions they have made. I'm not. It shouldn't surprise you guys either. So why are you surprised when they didn't go with Shador? Why? They made a financial decision. They can't trade the man. Who's going to want that contract deal? He's got 2 years left. Who's going to want to accept that? You can't justify it. And the last time you seen this man really play was over 3 seasons ago. And it wasn't like he was looking good. So you can't justify this, man. You got to do what you have to do. So what do they decide to do? Because they're going to have to make a decision. By this time next year, they're going to have to make a decision. Whatever that decision going to be, they're going to have to make it. Is Shador going to be the guy? Or is their future quarterback, their quarterback of the future, playing in college right now? Because let me be honest, I don't think they feel like they got their future quarterback on the roster. I don't. I don't think they really believe in Shador. I don't. Because if it did, it wouldn't be a competition. Let's be honest. It wouldn't be a competition. But it's a competition because they don't really believe in him. But they can't rely on this beat up, broken up, probably washed up quarterback in Deshaun Watson. But they realize they're not going to win anything. They're not going to the Super Bowl. They're going to get about maybe 5 wins, 6 to the most. It is what it is. That's one thing with Cleveland. But that's not the only thing. Look at it. Cleveland lost a player to the goddamn college level. This is crazy. You got guys who was waived by the team because he was going to make the team. Waived by the team so he can go back to college, not at Ole Miss, but to LSU. He's out there cutting deals while he's goddamn training camp. That's how bad he's ready to get away from Cleveland. He said, I'm a tight end. I got to get the hell up out of here. But this is the organization. See, this is what Deion was talking about when he's talking about the organization you don't want to go to, you don't want the son to go to. But when your son's not the first round pick, Not the second, not the third, not the fourth. Now you're at the mercy of the team. You just got to hope somebody gives you opportunity to get on the team. See, this is what Deion was worried about. This is what he was talking about. He didn't want his son to go to a certain organization. Cleveland's one of them. The Jets is another one. Probably the New Orleans Saints. You know, teams like that, you know, you go to die. But now he's here. Nothing he can do about it. Only thing he can do is get some shit on film, and hopefully, you know, things don't work out with Cleveland. He could move on. Maybe find another team that's going to give him a chance to sign a free agent deal, get with a real program who's going to at least give you the opportunity and is going to respect your game enough to play you. It's not Cleveland. Look here, Shadul. Don't be mad because you're not starting, brother. Be happy because you're not getting all busted up and broken up. So a real team could maybe come by and swoop you up and give you an opportunity, give you a goddamn chance. Don't be mad, Shadul. Be glad. Be happy. You get some good film work out there. You know what I'm saying? When you do get opportunities to talk, do the best you can, young blood, and get up out of there. Get away from that organization. Get away from that trash-ass organization. I'm going to say it again. This young man, his name is Wright. Tight end. Said, I'm going back to LSU. Daquan Wright said, I'm going back to LSU. I'm going to get paid more at LSU than I am playing for the ragged-ass, sorry-ass Cleveland goddamn Browns. That's what he said. Well, those weren't his words. Now, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I ain't on front. I'm adding a little ad-libs in that, but that's basically what it sounds like to me. So he was an undrafted player in April who proceeded to sign a contract with Philadelphia Eagles, who waived him in August the 10th. Right? He signed a deal with the Browns the following day. But then he said, man, look here, let me say this. I could take my skills and play one more season of college and get paid more playing for Lane Kiffin at LSU. While I'm familiar with the coach, and he coached up under me while I was at Ole Miss, instead of playing for the Cleveland goddamn Browns. Trash organization with a washed quarterback in Deshaun Watson. What would be my better option? Now, they say he's got to make it through waivers. So we got 10 days after he was waived. I think he said he was waived today. So he has 10 days to make it through waivers. If you make it through waivers, yeah, you know, he can do what he want to do, go where he want to go, sign with who he wants to, even the college level. Now, you got some people in college that are in a disagreement with this. Oregon's head coach, Lanny, rips the NFL player for returning to college. This is funny. How are you mad as a coach? How are you upset? Because, see, guess what you could do? Leave college, go to NFL. I go to NFL, go to college. See, you don't care really. If he was on your team, you'd be praising that. You say, I'm glad the NFL allowed this young man to do what he needed to do. He made a decision. No, you don't like it because it's going against you. Maybe you wanted to sign him. You attempted to, but he chose to go to LSU of Oregon and your goddamn feelings, coach. I think that's what it is. Look, I want to see these young men and these young women to get all the money that they can from these schools, get all the opportunity that they can from these schools. I don't give a damn about these goddamn coaches' feelings and how they feel about the bullshit. Y'all can kiss somebody's goddamn grits. Y'all making millions, and y'all been making millions for years on years. For over 20-something years, these coaches making over $1 million. While these young bloods was out here sneaking and playing under the table and doing the handshake deals and going in back rooms and getting gift cards from Walmart. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying I never experienced any of these backhands, a great game type deal, but it is what it is. Shout out to the boosters. Shout out to the goddamn boosters. But now that these young people are out here getting this bread, get this money. I don't give a damn about these coaches' feelings and how they think it's hurting the game. Who cares? Tell you what hurt the game. That you coaches are getting about $10 million, and guess who has to pay for it? The goddamn student body. These students, the tuition went up 5 times over because they got to help pay for your goddamn coach. Y'all say, well, the athletic department get their own bullshit, motherfucker. Don't act like some of these departments ain't slipping money out of the damn general fund. We need to stop this shit. We need to stop this. We can't act like the general fund is not getting tapped into. I bet if we do a legitimate audit, I bet they'll find some shit. But they not going to do that. They definitely not going to do that. So they talk about, well, it has nothing to do. This is all made up by athletics. Okay, cool. Put some of that money in athletics, tell them donate to the general public, and allow some of these young people to save about $5,000 a semester on tuition then. How about you do that? Will you do that for the youngins? You care about the students and the student athletes? If you care about them, then do that for them. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to donate some of your hard-earned money that you did, coaching for 18-plus games during the regular and the postseason, the playoffs and all. You ain't going to donate that shit. I promise you that. No, shit. You ain't going to do that. You ain't going to give some back, are you? Hell no. You ain't going to give a goddamn. I wouldn't give it back. I ain't going to lie. I want all my goddamn bread. But don't be getting mad when these young people trying to get some bread, as much money as they can. And if the rules allow them to, let it go. You just make adjustments. You make the adjustments. You do what you got to do. If that means you need to go out there and start developing more players, better players, then do it. It's part of the game. But ain't what y'all trying to do. You got guys like Oregon's coach crying and complaining about, well, I don't think it's right for the NFL to allow him to do that. Shut your punk ass up. Your ass got your ass handed to you. You need to be finding a way out how to win a goddamn playoff game. That's what you need to be doing. Focusing on that. That ain't what you doing, though. You're crying. Boo-hooing and shit. Boo-hooing and shit. We ain't trying to hear all that. Man, the fuck up. Stop crying about you don't think it's right. You don't think it's fair. Nah, let me tell you what's not fair. You got them small division 1A schools, them lower level of division schools, they struggling to make some money and all that. Are y'all willing to put a money into the pot to help these lower tier schools? No, you're not trying to do that. What about these D2 schools? Are y'all trying to donate some of your money to help them out? Nah, you ain't trying to do it. But what about some of these D3s and these NAIs? Are you trying to donate to help them programs? But I promise you, if you find a diamond in the rough, you'll go there and snatch the life out of some of them. I bet you won't kick back and give them those funds, will you? Hell no, you won't. So stop that bullshit. I don't give a shit about you crying and complaining about the sport. It's bad because you can't coach. And the guys you think are the 5-star really ain't the 5-star, really ain't the ones. And you don't know how to coach them up. You don't know how to develop them. Let's be honest now. Watch some of these goddamn programs, man. They look like trash. Programs be looking like trash. Got all the money in the world, buying the best players, and still can't do anything with them. But you'll find excuses after excuses. You'll find some bullshit to complain about. You on that bullshit. Matter of fact, give me a goddamn job. I could coach better than you. Give me the whistle. Give me the opportunity. I'll coach your ass. This is some bullshit. I'm in my goddamn feelings now. Shame on y'all. Do me a favor, hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button. I appreciate every last one of y'all guys being here. Make sure y'all hit that goddamn like button. But I'm just speaking from the heart, man. I'm just getting what I'm saying. All right? Now, we got some other things going on. Shout out to these young people because they found these goddamn lawsuits. We taking their ass to trial. Shout out to the last Mr. Big. Woohoo! Look at it. Got my shit in probably about a couple weeks ago. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, of course, y'all see the reflection on the last Mr. Big. Take it to trial, bitch. Well, if you don't know about that, boy, you don't know. That's a class. I remember I had that CD. I finally found it on vinyl. I had to get it. I still got the CD, but that CD on my. I love to listen to records. I seen that, man. They really released it. I said, as soon as I seen it, I put that shit on order. That, and I shouldn't be showing you guys this. I shouldn't be showing you guys this. But that 8-ball and MJG on top of the world. Now, this is their second album. It's their second album. Coming out hard as the first one. But I seen these young people are going to trial, going to take their ass to the court, local court. Huh? I don't blame them. That's what they should be doing. They want the opportunity to get their chance to play. Man, I seen some guy playing in his ninth season. He came out in 2018. I'm like, how the hell he get approved to play? But you got these other guys who just trying to get that fifth year. He get this goddamn ninth season. I said, shit's crazy. What the hell is going on here? But it's what it is. That's where we are. So shout out to these young people. It started, that's one of the rules I see in affect us locally here. Had a couple of local players, one from Kentucky. Had a player, Mitchell, used to play for Missouri. Now he's transferred to the University of Kentucky. Started off at Duke. Played a couple years there. Played a couple years at Missouri. Now he's got approved for his fifth year, and he's going to finish the season out at Kentucky. So, we're going to be a beneficiary of that. Louisville is another team who's getting a guy who's fighting for his fifth year. Seth Trimbles is another player who came from Carolina. Now he's playing for Louisville. So these are just something. That's just on the basketball level. I mean, they had a whole lot of them in football. See, football's right around the corner, so they need to find out that answer as soon as possible, right? They needed that answer as soon as possible. Because, look, we got a football game come this Saturday, the 29th. San Jose State plays against USC on the 29th, 3 o'clock. Carolina plays TCU on the 29th at 12. You got NC State playing against Virginia on the 29th at 3:30. Jacksonville State playing North Dakota State at 5:30 on the 29th. You got East Michigan University plays SAC at 6:30. You got Hawaii playing against Stanford at 7 o'clock. You have New Mexico State plays against Florida State on 7 o'clock on the 29th. Memphis plays UNLV at 10 o'clock on the 29th. But that's your first full week I just ran off of the college football season. Now, those matchups are not a matchup that I'm really going to care and look forward to. I mean, really not really interested in none of those games, truth be told. None of those teams are like what I would consider a must watch. Not in my opinion. Now, if you want to see a ranked team at all the games I named, the only ranked team is going to be at USC. They ranked preseason 14. They are in the Big Ten, for those who do not know. Yes, I know it's surprising. They are in the Big Ten. Now, whether they stay in the Big Ten, I don't know. Because I know 2027 season, the Pac-12 is coming back. So are USC just using the Big Ten for a couple of years until they go possibly move back to the Pac-10? I don't know. Pac-10 / Pac-12. I don't know. Maybe. They might have, ran up a deal. Damn UCLA and Stanford. Because Stanford's in the ACC. That's wild to me, but it is what it is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But with that being said, let me take this. Hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button. I appreciate it. Shout out to my buddy, Red Lipstick Vibe. She comes by. She said, Hank, I want to bless you. She said, Hank, I want to bless you. You know what I want to bless you? I want to bless you with 10 jewels. Why I want to bless you? Just because. She didn't have to do it. She chose to. And I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. But she also comes by. She has something to say. She said, my name is Red Lipstick Vibe, and I got some shit. The South has something to say. And she says, go Saints. The Ravens suck. I'm going to say this. I would not say go Saints, but I agree with her sentiments about the Ravens sucking. I'm a Bears fan. Nothing against the Saints. I have no issues or beef with the Saints. No animosity with the Saints. When they was making their run in the playoffs, I was happy for the Saints. But I do agree with one sentiment. She said the Ravens suck, and I could double down on that and say I agree. E-Dub said, hold on, Hank. God damn it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick to my goddamn stomach, OG. He said, damn you, Hank. No Baltimore slander. Look here, nothing against Baltimore. I'm just not a fan. And I do think they suck. But it's all good. That's what we're here for. We're here to have the conversation. I'm just saying, man. Look, it's all right. E-Dub, it's all fun here. We're here to have a good time. We're going to talk sports. We're going to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? When my team start winning, you know, he said, okay, double down. Why not? I know that's right, big dog. But let me say this. I respect the Ravens because I love their defense. I was a defensive guy. I'm a big defensive fan. I coach defense. So when I used to watch the Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, you know what I'm saying? I love that defense. I love Ray Lewis, and for those who not know. I respect that player. I respect that team for what they did and how they won their Super Bowl. I give them their props. They the second best defense ever. You heard me say second, because the first is the goddamn Chicago goddamn Bears, 85, 86, 4-6 defense, best defense ever. But I still want to make sure I give them their goddamn props. Shout out to Ray Lewis and the rest of them. All of them Hall of Famers. NFL season right around the corner, guys. Let me say this. This week, right? This week, they got to cut down rosters. August 30th, Sunday. They got to cut down the rosters. You got to reach that 53-man roster. This coming Saturday, all the NFL teams will play. They have their final preseason games in the books by this Saturday. More than likely, you won't see no starters. A lot of guys who are trying to make them last-minute push to make the squad, make the team, make the roster, whether it's on special teams, whether it's on defense, offense, or even the practice team. They're trying to do what they can. I'm just curious on a lot of aspects on what the Bears are going to do. See, that's my team. My team is Chicago Bears. Because we got some injuries that needs to be worked out. Like we got with Kyle Monunga, Tyson Bagent, Kyler Gordon. You know what I'm saying? We got some other injuries as far as our linebackers and swell, you know. It's going to be curious on how this all pans out for us. Especially our offensive line. You know, we got some issues as far as depth right now because we got a couple of guys who's on the mend. We're going to see how that's going to work out for us. You got other teams that are in situations. I know just recently, today, the Texans have made a trade with the New England Patriots for their receiver because they lost Higgins for the season. And they know Collins is always getting hurt. So you have to do something to break some stability to the position. It will be very interesting how that pans out. E-Dub says, "You right. Keith's phrase, used to. I hope to get back to having a good defense." I know that's right. Now here come that bullshit. I got nothing but love for this brother, but here comes some bullshit. Burns 9-8 and missed the playoffs. You see what I'm talking about? You see, this wasn't even necessary. This wasn't even necessary. I mean, it was a necessary comment. This is some bullshit.
Lord Jesus.
That's all I can say. He said 9-8. Shame on him. Blasphemy. Let me say this. We're not going to be 9-8, average man. I'm telling you right now. I'm looking for us to win 13 games this coming season. I told you already, 13-4. That's where we're going. I'm putting it out there. 13-4. Huh? $13-4. You heard it here, average man. I just stuttered, God damn it. I don't know why he said it. He being mean today. I know what it is. Average man ain't had this opportunity to get to that cigar yet. And that sip of that cognac. You know, he need to get that sip of that Woodford Reserve in him. Smoke on that stogie. He ain't had the opportunity yet. That's why he's talking crazy like this. I'm gonna let him slide because I got love for the brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a forgiving brother. I believe in forgiveness. Oh, he gets it when he is your team. He didn't have to say that. You something else. I know that's right. Now he didn't have to say that shit. That shit was rude and uncalled for. Very rude and uncalled for. But man, look here. I love it. This look. This is the time of season, boy. This is my go-to. I got a whole lot going on during this season. I ain't gonna front, guys. A whole lot going on. I got right now. I just had a fantasy draft, 2 fantasy drafts on Sunday back to back. One at 3:00, one at 7. Unfortunately, Gentry, the only league I got him in. I get the news 30 minutes after the damn draft, his ass is all broken up and hit up. Now, fortunately, they saying it's just a sprained ankle, right? That's what they saying. I don't know how true that is. You know, I ain't really heard a lot of news, but right now, that's what the report says. It's a sprained ankle. And I gotta hope it's what it is, and he can find a way to bounce back and be ready for week 1. That's what I'm hoping. Had an opportunity to get him in that second draft, man. I looked the other way. Had an opportunity to get him in the late because I had the 9th pick in that draft, and I looked at him and I looked the other way, but I avoid him like a woman with an STD. I didn't want to have nothing to do with that son of a bitch. And he was right there. I said, no, sir. I said, no, sir. I said, get away from me, heathen. Get your sanctiness, irresponsible, broken down But if y'all don't know about Tecmo Bowl, you just don't know. You remember Tecmo Bowl 2, Super Tecmo Bowl, where they used to have the player that had arms around 2 play. He going out real slow and bouncing and shit hurt. That's what I felt like when I was thinking about it. Uncle Gentry. I said, God damn, my luck. Sometime during the season, motherfucker gonna get another hit in that leg. He done for the season. He'd be 2 games in. And the bad thing, he gonna be having a good day. He gonna have about 150 yards in the third quarter, going into the fourth, 2 touchdowns. Motherfuckers are gonna be killing it. All of a sudden, he gonna get hit, man, motherfucker. I couldn't touch him. I said, well, I'm gonna have to put him on my new draft list until I find out something different. And I got let's see, 1, 2, I got at least 3 more drafts to go. I got 2 or 3. I got 1, 2 in first. I got 3 drafts to go. So I got to figure out what's going to go down. So right now, one of my drafts, I know I'm the first overall pick in. The other 2, another draft, I won't find out to before the draft starts. I think he said 30 minutes prior to the draft starting when I find out where my position is. And then the other one, I guess we'll do some type of Zoom meeting or something to figure that out. I don't know. The other one, man, so goddamn ghetto. It's the most expensive one, but he's most ghetto one. But I love to whoop that goddamn ass because he got so much shit. It's a whole lot of shit talking in that one. It's hood ran. But those be the craziest best ones, don't they? So I got 3 more drafts to deal with. One of them, I know I'm not going to get Gentry in because I got the first overall pick. So I'll be looking in a different direction. But he could be a possibility in other ones. Now, again, right now, it says an ankle. I don't know for sure. It's just rumor. That's what's here to say. But I got to make a decision. Guys, I'm also continue to drop my videos of my pick'ems on I'm a picker for the week. Also, in my survivor pool, I'm going to be doing that every week so y'all can see a release out. The video, I'm going to drop them. Probably drop them on Sunday. Who I'm riding with. And create a thumbnail each week informing you guys. Well, now let me say informing you guys. But just dropping a video every week letting you know. As far as my survival, I'm going to do that too as well. Can't wait. Because I'm always doing that. Now, only one time I won. And when one time I won, me and the guy end up splitting the money because I had about 3 teams I really didn't like that I had to pick from. And he was probably in the same boat. So it was going to so we say, hey, is this much left? We can split and call it a day. And that's what we did. Now, we both put a little side money on it and picked a team. And he ended up beating me. My team ended up losing. His team ended up winning. So I had to pay him, out of the winnings. He got an extra 100 out of the winnings. I got 100 less. He got 100 more. But that's just what we agreed on. A little side bet. So that's always been fun. I've been doing that for about 5 years now. I always like doing that. Got my fantasy football account. That's what my wife called the fantasy football account. Said I need to stop doing that. Said this is what she told me. She said you're a gamble. You got a gambling problem. I said, baby, all the time I ever bet is on football. I said, shit, I don't bet on the playoffs. I just bet the regular season, and I play fantasy football. I don't bet on college. I don't bet on the NBA, NCAA. I don't bet on none of that. Just NFL. And I don't even bet on the game. I just strictly, well, I guess I kind of do when I pick up Survivor and elimination game. I guess I kind of do. He said, hey, it's just a field going back. He might as well. I think he got a year or two eligibility left in him. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Let me say this about players going back to college. I don't think this is going to become a thing. Said he's going to Texas Tech. Why not? Why not? I don't think this is going to be a thing as far as the NFL. I don't. I think this situation with that the Quan Wright is doing, I think it's a one-off. I don't think this Daquan Wright thing is going to be something that's going to happen for a lot of other kids making that decision. I don't think so. I think it was a one-off with the situation. A deal he felt like he could pass up. He got picked up by the Cleveland Browns. Really didn't want to be there. Just wanted an opportunity, but knowing I could get paid more in college and play one more year and increase my my value on the college level and be featured in the LSU offense. I think that's why he went back. And plus, he wanted to get away from Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland ain't shit. We already discussed that. Are you talking about the one that Baltimore had? Look, that dude should have never came out of college. He ought to stay at college as long as he possibly can, man. That was he was crazy to come out. What do you think? Just because you got an opportunity to go for the Heisman, you think you NFL type quarterback? Hell no. Take your ass back to Vanderbilt or I don't know. You know, Backwoods University. I don't know where the hell you're going to go and play. You're only 5'11". You're a goddamn dwarf. You're a goddamn dwarf as a quarterback. You took your ass on back to college. He probably should have never came out. That's crazy. I don't. Let me say this. Let me say this. I don't know what some of these young boys be thinking. I don't know who's talking to them. I don't know who's in their ear, and they are trying to sell these goddamn kids wolf tickets, talking about, oh, I think you should. No, dog. No, dog. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What is somebody telling you thinking you're going to be ready? You are 5'11" at best. 200-something pound quarterback who, just because you got invited to Heisman, as you see the candidates that was there, none of them was like that. None of them was like that. None of them. But, you know, since it's a quarterback-driven award, the Heisman Trophy winner, because most of the Heisman Trophy winners do not come out being successful in the NFL. Let's be honest. Majority of them are not successful in the NFL. I don't know what they're thinking about. Their ego is that big that they think they did. It is. They lied to the goddamn selves. They lied to the goddamn self. Trying to convince themselves that, yeah, we think we ready. We ready. We ready to go to NFL. We ready to go to NBA. No, you're not. You're not. But let them tell it they ready. It's on and popping. It's not what's going to happen. But let me say this about the NBA. One thing about the NBA, I don't know if y'all seen Miami officially signed Kyle Thomas after Dallas brought out his contract. Klay Thompson signed a 2-year deal worth approximately $11.5 million with the player option for the second season. He joined the Miami roster built around Giannis and Bam. Let me say this. That was a great move for Miami. They got plenty of good inside game now. They need some shooters. Of course, you know they lost one with Tyler Hero doing a trade. But to get somebody like Klay Thompson, who still got a little bit left in the tank, I think, that was a great idea. Great move for the Miami Heat. He said he tried to follow the Johnny Manziel, and that didn't work out well for him. Now, of course, Johnny had issues with substance abuse. I don't know if that's the problem of him. I'm not going to put that jacket on him because that wouldn't be right. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's definitely going to be interesting about this. Some of these players who's going to have an opportunity to decide whether they want to go to the draft or not. What are they going to do? And you know something, what I would thought is with this NIL money thing, it would keep a lot of players in the college maybe just a little bit longer, but it doesn't seem like it's the case. Guys are still leaving after their junior years, 3 years removed from their senior year of high school. That's not the case with a lot of guys. Now we done got through a lot of these what we consider these COVID players, because this past season is probably the last of them. You know, them 2020 guys who's got their extra year, their bonus year. So now this 2026 going to 2026 season, a lot of them players have now filtered through the system. Now these are the regular kids that are coming through. So this is going to be real interesting. Are they still going to be trying to go after their 3 years removed as far as the NFL? Or are they going to go and stay in college as long as possible so they get all this money? We'll see. We'll see. I hope nothing but the best for these young people. I want nothing but the best for these young people because they deserve every bit of it. Young people, get your goddamn money. If these colleges are going to give you $1 million a season, get that. And don't feel bad or ashamed about it because you deserve it. Because what you're going to do for them programs, much money is you young people are going to make for these programs, and much money they're going to make from jersey sales, ticket sales, TV rights, advertisements, commercials, all of that. Get every dime you can get. I won't call you greedy. I won't fault you for it. You're not going to come to me and say that, well, Hank said they shouldn't be getting bullshit. Get your goddamn money. I want you benefit to the fullest. With that being said, I need for every last one of you son of a guns to hit that goddamn like button. If you watching it live.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
If you watch it on the replay.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn
if you can't stand my black ass and you watching me just because you hate me, hit the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
With that being said, I will catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right?